achievement.
Yeah. Which, just before I talk about any games now, Mami Chelsea 4, I think say the best thing that has happened to Chelsea, the current recruitment team led by Joe Schultz, any almost scout. And I'm not passing judgment. Michelle, so what's here? Say player bia Edim Bapa. Do a very, very good justice to yourself. Say, won't share compilations and find judging. Michelle, don't do that. Over cloud over judgment. Men yes, Adian. Open as also play a pa. You can go to footballer. Footballer were all the games that they be able we are seeing on our website to keep it all the games. But match crowd say we shame. But time they count. They will give you the game for free. No ashe. Then you assess the players based on number of games. That's what I do. Now, anything I make sir. I've seen a lot of compilations of Renato Viega compared to Abrante Efreno, Ricardo Calafiori. I tell you, if only because say, oh, only one more crashing Calafiori. That is not the fact.
I'm so versatile.
Yes, or versatile. Okay. Say Calafiori. Or your left-footed, say Calafiori. Or someone to say Calafiori. Or to me, Caribou on the confidence, say Calafiori. But he isn't better than Calafiori, especially now. He can be better. Now, anything I make sir. Which okay time when Chelsea can from Malo Gusto about Chelsea. Nobody knew him. He was in the first league for Lyon. And remember, we cannot prepare. I read a lot of reviews and conversations where you're 4/10 or you're 5/10. Now, anything I make sir. For young players, it is always unnecessary to show passing final judgment. Because you're only looking at potential of the player. And then they see it. And now I can say, Arsenal 4 have agreed personal terms with Ricardo Calafiori. And I think that 3 days ago, I told you, say, yes, you may believe that Chelsea 4 was coming to Makoto Calafiori. But Chelsea don't believe that the deal to sign Calafiori for in excess of 50 million no, and financially prudent to them. In Chomunyanka, how many players make home? No, this guy came out of Bologna for no. But Bologna for maybe no Mujina. As someone can say, for them, they have to pay a 50% onward purchase back to Basel. Inti boy no, I won't pay players in there to yes kind of fun. Because now Guantoli Crabba didn't come up for Juventus for a very long time. They did not listen to them. Inti so we fall in a corner over there. And the first Crabba and the few nipa and farmer. Chelsea knew that. Sad deal no, financially 50 million and now they want person more for Calafiori. Now Calafiori no about be plapping. They believe say be a brand bet me asamba be. They believe say yes it was an Thiago Motta no bono. What if he doesn't find that form under a new manager? It's in a Sadia. What are the options in the market? Chelsea moved away from him. And now I can say the Arsenal said they have to do a deal with Bologna. Because for player they will agree. 4 million net salary. Everything is done for Ricardo Calafiori to Arsenal. They are just waiting to agree a fee with Bologna. Bologna for now holding a very, very entrenched position. Arsenal with Edu are trying to do a deal for him. Now this is where Chelsea came in. Immediately Chelsea realizes that I'm going to into Abrante friend Calafiori. Yes, it may be a prudent reason. Yes, it may be because Chelsea were not ready to commit to the financial terms of the deal. And the Chelsea is okay, fine. Here you see a scouting network. No? Who are the boys younger than Calafiori? Almost born to say Calafiori. Which is what I make us. Boys are almost the same height, almost the same physical build. Almost a very, very good ability to invert from left foot side area. Almost very versatile. Obetima about CB, Obetima about the DM, Obetima about the LCB. Where can we get some of these boys from? Rich, Chelsea show Munia Mama no Mukoko find this Portuguese young boy, your friend Ricardo Viega. Now, Viega was actually from Sporting CB for Academy. And Oko loan. I was Germany in Osbeck. In that 6 months loan, then Chelsea for no Tama Basel for Ayrton Calafiori no. They went for this guy called Ricardo Viega. Okolo or Osberg no. He was very, very good. And again, a lot of the scouts reporter are coming and said people believe that he was going to come straight to the top. Etienne Sadia, we should look at him. Somebody that can invest into the middle of the park. Otimi carry ball on the corner him. Highly technical. Between him. Na say ball na ye ball yes no. Formation is a term. And I think I've said it several times. They be out here bon command so the bon command. Throw away nominal formations. Because coach Idian found him. About relationship, any positional player on Fiifi park and so. It's a boy never. Then on your ball no bet me and they believe say he's a player that can invest, that can carry the ball forward, highly very technical, good in terms of 1v1 defensive situations. Or to me, so a team media or you're young and almost a boy woman 14 million for a young Ricardo Viega, who they believe with respect to potential or higher ceiling, Ricardo Calafio and can be better than him, but not better than him now. They are. Then why not? But again, also Chelsea team numa. Rich Obini mo boss are invented left fullback area nana. Ejado. Marco Correa, yes, I want to he plays there. So Chelsea's plan is that he Ricardo Viega ever a second fiddle in terms of left fullback over inverted to Marco Correa. And again, or have more depth our left side area because of Benjamin Chilwell issues. Then later they can plan on selling Benjamin Chilwell and moving him on. And nothing that Chelsea call Basel Echo for Branch and Ricardo Viega. Good potential. But you see, I say he's not better than Calafiori. He has been good before.
Some do away with Benchua.
Immediately, boy, in the Babe official automatically means that Benjamin Chilwell is surplus to demands.
Okay.
And I think that they're insisting on the fact that Chelsea to Ricardo Viega left foot on also by inverted. Kukreda also by inverted. No, it's clear to me say Enzo Maresca among approval say son of person born a born. This is what in American say. They have some more particular players no. I say it is clear to me that that's how Chelsea want to play good for it. If that's how they want to play, then it means that Benjamin Chilwell may be surplus unless something else happens. But again, the boy would have to impress Enzo Maresca full time in training and preseason before say you'll be part of the first team. It's a story that is in there and now in the medicals or London or real medicals now Chelsea will be looking at how finally they can get Ricardo Viega to come and join the fray. No about the ball, no ammo, which is an important one. Ne papa say believe they be as
infantry and the games no na ayalam la.
Nyame nu kremi hu akwa picture pa. Na
we were there.
On no Nigerian ni scout ro.
Scout.
Aye. Omo mienu. Omo nyina ye. O yibo fo mienu. Ba kwani pie de ne solid ba.
Mo ni maduma.
We also in Major.
I'm
was scout to Nigeria, and then now he himself wrote on Instagram. Also, no a young boy, not a boss. I know the engineer, no, I will do a for Chelsea to appoint him, the Chelsea person a global recruitment team. Into Ibenya before Asia, Ibenya before Africa, Ibenya
Africa number for Nigerians.
Nigeria for me.
Okay.
Now,
they're in a game.
More money global recruitment team.
Yeah.
Aye.
Number Crams will be
of the game. A lot of the times, it just plays a much on them for them to be exploited by Spain or on. And that's also a match now. Whilst Germany went in there with a higher press, Spain were patient and consistently found players in the middle of the park to turn the game over. I think the Edu maybe no. Germany for better can with Fiifi-Manfred. The depth of German national team for no ever be very important because they could bring Ritz from the bench to come and turn over the game. But that Germany for no, Spain for no, Pedri female wepra, then they had to take off Lamine Yamal also. Then people began to ask questions of Papa, your friend De La Fuentes. But of course, the substitution of bringing on Dani Olmo and Moreno proved to be the most important substitution. See, Rich, and not Dani Olmo. In about 2 years ago, Sena Ope Spain team, Omo Nation announced the wingers. It was Dani Olmo and your friend Ferran Torres. These two players were very, very important our flanks and so for Spain. But of course, because of the inception of Nico Williams and our friend Lamine Yamal, I'm on the back seat of the game. And then now, when Dani Olmo got his chance, he proved to everybody say he's an important player at the edge of the box. He paid the film. Unmemorable as a floating 10. Very important. And you see, there are three specific tactical things. And specific tactical traits are Spain, regardless of how good the German press was, still the Germans could not outwit them. One, how important the false number 9 role in the modern game, especially for a country like France, for a country like Spain. And also Spain born or boy now, because of Alvaro Morata, the ability to play as a false 9, and the fact that he could drop into the middle of the park, come and play and combine with them, Every time they had a central overload, and so when you have central overload, that's a team here press. They can never win the 1v1 press anymore, and always you are going to get an extra money with FIFA. So first thing, that's very, very important for the La Fuente. The ability to use the 1v1 to beat the 1v1 press of the Germans, the aggressive counter press of the Germans, and the fact that we use the force and ability of our branch effect Alvaro Morata in the middle of the park. Then the changes and then the on-the-field contribution of our branch your friend Danny Olmo at the edge of the box for the Spaniards was very, very important. For me, again, now me very disappointed in French, and Paul Michel. The touch no issue. Now me very, very disappointed in Germans now.
Me I think I'm coaching, so I don't know. Some more Germany there be a no 1-on-1. Nagelsmann.
Yeah.
Because there are certain questions I can maybe say. The first question maybe say why can't I have it as the number 9?
Yeah. Instead of Fulkrug.
Because Fulkrug Vector by no be how positive Edema the German national team.
Yeah.
So why can't I have it? You started competitioning. Ubia watch a German game in Bia and him say Kai because on a typical striker in Tino. Boys was and was said. And now for instance, say never will be to say 4 crook.
Yeah.
And now a Bia Vector.
Yeah.
Sometimes no Yansen Kobeche. Do why start him?
But you see, it is the same way Spain for you see about Morata. See, sometimes I know coaches no too much of the mechanical point of view from games no than efficiency. And you do DJ Deschamps or no. France want about efficiency. But the Germans want to find ways in a structure. I admit to me how to your opponent. We need to find a way to use the attacker. So drop your man Fifi to effect play. If he can effect play, then because the car have it floating and maternity, we can overload players on central areas. But like you said, the most important thing for a striker is the short conversion rate. And they know a car have it. My catch is a player is a car of Felix because they don't have a specific role. So you're 10, so you're 9, so you're attacking 8. It is always difficult for them to have the best times in games. Fulkrug would have been a better option. And again, Nagelsmann started with Leroy Sané, and he said he wanted the pace and directors of Leroy Sané. But in the game, again, it wasn't a good choice. And maybe when say because of how Nas played for the ball, breaking lines a future, you need Nico Schlotterbeck. He also started Schlotterbeck, came on with a branch of friend Jonathan Tah, which for me also wasn't a good one. And Germany for no undid themselves, and I think Spain played a very, very good game. The second thing I'm saying, apart from all of those things, is Rich, in high-level football, people are too careful, very, very careful. Obia person to no boase, no obon the ball, no control possession, no yes and your man. Ninja are very, very good. But Rich, one of the things I'm about to game say, teams are sometimes they walk into chaos, they succeed in tournament football. First example in Real Madrid. Chaos need chase chinchina, they be a long boss in Kwao. But sometimes allow players to express themselves. When the Germans threw Lamal and Nico and then Olmo moved to express themselves and then create opportunities, even in extra time, the Germans were very, very rigid. Time on taking the only chance on person will try to find something. What's time on taking with Leroy Sané? It for me, Germany's general ideology of football and I think that's what undid them. Now to this, Germany for the felt that this was a penalty, and even for me, time and I made sure without having referenced UEFA for penalty review before the competition, I believe this was a penalty, and I still think the decision were very contentious. Yes. Yeah, the decision where I compare Joachim Anderson decision. You have started competition. UEFA reference issues be to say. Who said Joachim Anderson issue now? And also still was against Germany. And you wrong na na cross. Nana Anderson a pigeon in Sakakra. And the 2 words and they say first one. Osana upejano. Does it make your body positioning natural or unnatural? UEFA for one say So people are saying that's an insane benny say that's a natural body position. And it's to be a penalty for you. Again, the insane is vertical to the body. It's a form. It's to be a penalty. Now, almost say nipani epeja insane to the extent and insane be horizontal to the body. And to that side say then that makes it a natural body position. So that warrants a penalty. This doesn't warrant a penalty. Penalty
because I know the now say person born be
shot. As a blocking
like that. All those suddenly block
ball. Yes, creative block and for that.
Okay, but kukrea the no none in sa won chi. Anambwa. From the picture we see.
From the picture spot on. But Nyame can say penalty rules every time there isn't consistency in the penalty rules.
Say come teaching be answer no rules.
Fine, but in football we should to find what a penalty is, what a penalty is not, and see defined in clear terms. My problem is the inconsistencies of the rules from every friend is saying competition. In the tournament, the SA players your rule for Frana. For me, that's a little bit of a worry. But I think now the Spaniards deserve to go through the place of good stuff and almost qualify. No. And in Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo and the boys say, "Oh, yeah, come back. We have a date with France. Then let's try and go and play some good football." Which I think that if you watch this game, Bradley Barcola and then Abratia, your friend Lamine Yamal are expected to sign up in a semi-final game of honor. I don't think both sides did enough, and I think in terms of who qualifies, both of the calls I had them wrong. But this one, me remember saying catch was under 1.5 throughout the game goals, and that was spot on. Which Germany, Portugal, came into this game believing said they have the attacking prowess to beat the French. They were just not clinical up front also. Chance falling to Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva in your chance. Cristiano Ronaldo in your chance. They flagged those chances over there. France for your chances themselves are. And some come so much. And that definitely reach at the highest level. We say, "Unya chance." That's a one shot, and it goes to penalties. Then you are in trouble. At the penalty shootout, and no, Pani Edika can say, Dibu Martinez and Messi are going to play the semi-final. Can Diogo Costa be the man? It wasn't his day, and it's also penalty shootouts now, Rich. You could tell, say the French knew that Diogo Costa in the strong side and right hand side. In all of them, either say about for Fiifi and a call left, you go for writer a high penalty. And the Portuguese in this situation were expected to play a very spot-on penalty also until say João Felix player in a free bench say Omba more penalty nibi. Oba drew, I don't know whether he wasn't one me up you say no yet sharp.
I granted because I never did too much.
João Felix.
Hey,
never did it in your.
It's a bad luck be.
That's a bad luck.
Seriously. And now I granted maybe I want to say.
Yeah.
So here after the game I have Bassa. And minimum so baby no questions. Oko Chelsea. And your man for no any team let you come out the crowd on Monfana. Barcelona and Socrano. One said them when fate be Portugal.Euros so out free bench. About penalty as what is going on? I ran to and somehow.
After that game, are you part of the school of thought that said Ronaldo retire now?
From football?
Yeah. Maybe international football.
Fine, no, there are many amounts for me. But club football there. Saudi Arabia league, and the level will be trouble.
It is not in us. See any American check Cristiano Ronaldo is on return from football. But in Ukraine, of the back of the performances in Euros now, I believe Ronaldo causes more harm than good to Portugal side now. And this coming from somebody who believes Ronaldo and the GOAT.
From Fiifi-Manfred.
Yes, see, one thing here, the fact that Ronaldo has a lot of zeal. He consistently wants to win. He will stay too long in that national team. About affecting national team. No? And then again, on one Mune legacy to affect him. Because boy. I believe consistently, say Portugal, young generation of this year, they should have done more to help Cristiano Ronaldo. Me who not in America. Rafael Leao, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo impress on Take. He doesn't help the team. Have you seen Rafael Leao? Rich, me who be that? Not even Marcus Rashford come close to Rafael Leao in terms of being like a Desica without the ball. Yeah, Jibona, time now, France for any Ousmane Dembele Babesemu on that side. Rafael Leao to be dropping to come and help the team like a Desica. Until Sir Roberto Martinez, Eddie Abante Fred Francesco Conceição to the other side, Ever Portugal for saying no time to go and attack the French and then push Dembele back. He doesn't put in effort. I don't think that even I saw the best of Bruno Fernandes in that team, like what I see at Manchester United. The effort again wasn't good enough. And then now you could tell clearly, say Bruno super so about free kicks needy. There was a free kick and Ronaldo Nyan. Wajibona to Wakona Jao could be in enemy Babebo.
No Bruno.
We are only a Pijabono. And you could tell women they are not on the same wavelength.
Is it a case of Ronaldo no cry I fed up?
Which the question says, see how the Argentines adore Messi. Argentina for team players no. From Otamendi to Enzo Fernandez to Lautaro. Messi is not playing anything in the Copa America. Trust me. Most of the games on in the but they play for him. Almost said they go to the bench, time one mobile, go and hug him. One of the players actually go on the side of the body. Messi tattoo down. It is the level of reverence of Argentina said Messi. You see, Rich, and yet Obiano was Sandy Penima don't to that extent. No? Maybe Ronaldo doesn't have that in the countrymen in terms of the players. No? Maybe also Europeans are different. Rich, those of us from South America, near Africa, near the Adena, respect is a very, very important thing. You in terms of our culture. A South American will revere Messi as person who is senior man with team. But just because, an example, João Felix, Bruno Fernandes, Cancelo, Abba Champions League leader, Aje Sika Jini B playing. They play now for Man City, Manchester United. They believe that they are the new boys on the block. So maybe they will not accord you some respect for Cristiano Ronaldo. And I think strategically, maybe it's time for him to hang his boots. Reach on the greatest goal scorer of all time. FIFA says Pepe now Pele numbers now Brazil for no ebi twahye ni di bi kika ho omni has to football match or Ghana ha no match track ho no FIFA said no accepted. The official one is Cristiano Ronaldo's numbers. Greatest goal scorer of all time. Messi can't beat those numbers unless Messi is playing for another 2 years. I think that strategically, maybe I never have a community. You should sit aside. Let the generation, the Portuguese golden generation, go on and also face their music. And no only Pepe after game no me no go embrace him. Pepe say New Year small buy. How give be man feel that sad before than Cristiano Ronaldo hag now nyayen. And it tells you at age 41, stellar performance from Kepler Lima Pepe. Echeonum. Na Marcus Thuram bobo bi omu lufty ball. And on any core pace to pace. Yes, Marcus said he can win ball, but Pepe recovery to come and clear his lines.
No, sorry, I
tell you. So Maza, we are crying.
Maybe Pepe.
I'm a mini palm.
And then comes more 44.
Maybe more experience the ball. And it was a very, very good one for her. It's I think that Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know. One is out to his own man, and I only know man. Cristiano Ronaldo no man.
Ronaldo.
I know you use
and they said don't cut if you are.
On Pepe being corner. Adidas for also retired Tony Cruz boots. No, I'm some friend the TK Pro, Tony Cruz Pro. And I think that he deserves it. Now, boot we are here in world football. Tony Cruz deserves it. Say, retired.
Impeccable achievement.
Yeah, very, very, very important.
Money global recruitment. Chairman, yeah, brand next one. Debbie, I'm a catcher. Manchester United brand, no. The fact that I am finding him doesn't mean. Now, Momo Crowds will be Manchester United.
Bianca brand as him. That's what I Chelsea brand to change Manchester.
And team, yeah, brand is so big.
Oh, make us Chelsea.
So in this Scout to Africa. What are you telling me?
Now, make us in Scout Africa. Missimo recruitment team Africa. I'm more officially man announced.
Yeah, and you be behind a canal.
And the Chelsea don't know.
Someone will pay. We ain't an announcement today. I want to Nigeria when you're man, Mamma. But be beyond the paper social media. Some potential is a deal. Kovian Konya and the games to show Senabea. Ayala and Subaba. But and no, Mammy cat here for say. I allow on us some